Today's topic is bioinorganic chemistry of BSc third year. The bits given in this topic are essential and trace elements in biological process, metalloporphyrins with special reference to hemoglobin and myoglobin. Third one is biological role of alkali and alkaline earth metal, and the last one is nitrogen fixation. So students, one by one we will discuss bioinorganic chemistry. This subject is fast growing branch of chemistry. Means bioinorganic chemistry is a fast growing branch of chemistry which correlates inorganic material with biological process. This branch provides the information about the role of metals in biology. So students, this subject is not very much new to you, but every person have 40 elements in our body, and that we are going to study in various divisions. Okay, essential and trace elements in biological process. The word essential means the elements which are required for the maintenance of human life and plant life. So these elements present in bulk amount hence are called bulk metals. They are present in large amount. They are present in macro. That is, they are also therefore termed as macro elements. They are in the large amount or a bulk amount. While some essential metals are present in small amounts, so they are termed as trace elements. There are 30 elements which are essential for plants and animals. Out of 30, 19 elements are trace elements. Out of 30, 19 elements are trace elements and 12 are transition elements. So these are classified as bulk elements: hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur. These are present in large amount. Then there are some minerals that you know because you eat salt. Salt contains sodium chloride, magnesium, potassium, calcium, chlorine. These are the macro minerals present in our body. Iron, zinc and copper. Iron, zinc and copper are present in small amounts. So they are termed as trace elements which are present in our body. Ultra trace elements are also present. Ultra trace means those elements which are present in very small amount. Those are again divided into two: non-metals and metals. Non-metals are fluorine, iodine, selenium, silicon, arsenic, boron. These are the non-metals present in our body. And metals which are present in our body are manganese, molybdenum, cobalt, chromium, cadmium, tin, lead and lithium. So what you have to remember that there are essential and trace elements. Essential elements which are required by the body for the maintenance of human life and plant life. If they are present in large amount, they are termed as bulk metals. If they are present in small amount, they are termed as trace elements. Then these trace elements are again having one more branch, that is ultra trace element. These ultra trace elements means which are present very small amount. They are again divided into two, that is non-metals and metals. Okay, so now one by one we will discuss about some particular important metals. The first one is copper. Copper plays very important role, enzymatic role in the pigmentation of skin and functioning of brain. It is also a important constituent of redox enzyme and hemoglobin. Third thing, copper in hemoglobin works as oxygen carrier and supplies oxygen to aquatic creature. Best example is crab. Everybody knows that crab have a blue colored blood. It is due to the presence of copper. Deficiency of copper in human develops anemia, Remember the thing, deficiency of copper can also cause anemia in human body. The last thing is excess of copper is also not good. Excess of copper upsets the metabolism, which affects the intestinal tract in human body. So you have to take a balanced diet. You have to take balanced diet. So copper is beneficial in limited amount. It is beneficial in limited amount, but if it in excess, it will affect on the metabolism. Second one is cobalt. It is an important constituent of vitamin B12 and activates number of enzymes. It is essential elements in mammals. It is highly toxic to plants and moderately toxic to mammals when injected intravenously. But if deficiency of cobalt in soil affects the grazing health of grazing animals. Cobalt is necessary for the vitamin B12, that is vitamin B12, and it activates number of enzyme, but they should not be, they must present in the trace. If it will become excess, it will cause toxicity. Third one is manganese. Manganese, its enzyme produced in the liver converts nitrogenous waste product into urea, which is carried by the blood to kidneys, which excrete out into the urine. Its deficiency in soil inhibits the plant growth, leads to the infertility of mammals which consumed by the plants. So manganese are present. In deficiency of the manganese in the soil will inhibit the growth of plant, which again lead to the infertility in the mammals. Chromium, it is also involved in our body in glucose metabolism. It maintains the correct level of sugar in blood. Then it is highly toxic if it is absent in the body. The removal of glucose takes place at lower rate than the normal. If chromium is not present in our body, removal of glucose will take place very slowly. Next one is nickel. Nickel, this is also an important trace element for the urease, for the hydrogenase enzymes. Its deficiency slow down the functions in the liver chicks. It also serves in water pollution. Arsenic is ultra trace elements which is essential in algae, chicks and mammals. This arsenic result, if it is deficient in our body, there is the depression or depressed growth in the chicks. Selenium, means it is not very commonly known. See, selenium is also an essential constituent of some enzyme that protects biological system from the oxidation, that is radical oxidation. Then its deficiency in soil leads to the white mussel disease in the grazing sheep. Molybdenum, it is used in nitrogen fixation. This is known to most of the people. They know that nitrogen fixation involves molybdenum element and nitrate reduction. Excess of molybdenum in biological system may cause deficiency of copper. Next element is iodine. Its deficiency causes goiter. It is an important constituent of the thyroxine. Cobalt. It is a constituent of enzyme carboxypeptidase which catalyze the hydrolysis of peptide bond at the carboxy end of the peptide chain. It behaves as a Lewis acid in the biochemical system. It's essential for the reproduction of normal growth. It has major constituent to repair the wounds healing. So this is all about the elements, the functions of the elements. Now in the next lecture I am going to discuss about the biological role